All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is going to be a long one, so we're going to dive right in. Normally, on Wednesday nights, I do my This Week in Eternal Evolution video. Well, I think I'm going to have to change up the format a little bit because normally what I usually do is I talk about what's happened this week, what's leaving. So in this instance, it's Rise of Heroes is leaving, the Sorvali banner is leaving, and the Valentine's Day event is leaving. Okay, those are gone. Done. Not going to go over them, not going to discuss them. Because there's so much coming up this week. There's so much, and wow, did they go ham. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this segment into basically the Wednesday night patch notes. If there's not a whole lot to discuss, then we'll discuss the preceding week. But since it's Wednesday, this is going to cover what's coming up in the following week. So from February 15th till +7. Okay, so let's dive in because there's a lot to go over. So we're gonna go directly to the patch notes because they're long. So that's a really cool image. I'm gonna steal that for the thumbnail. You guys have probably already seen it already because I would have already created the thumbnail before I posted this video. Anywho, so these patch notes are extensive and there's a lot of stuff. So wow. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over that. Basically, the servers are going down tonight, and we get 500 diamonds as a compensation for our troubles. Now, the new SSS hero, I was wrong. I had said that I thought the next, or the team they were going to build next was going to be an energy team because energy characters kind of have an intuitive way to counter summoners, which is just AoE everything, kill all the summons, and then kill the summoned heroes. That's what I thought. I thought for sure energy heroes were going to be the way to go, but no, and I'm not claiming that assassins can beat summoners, but it looks like the team they want to build, unless this is a one-off, is an assassin team. So the new hero coming out tomorrow is Ricket, an SSS quality Atlas assassin. Now, I'm going to have to come back right here because I do have a picture to show you. I'm not going to discuss his kit until tomorrow. So tomorrow I have enough gene hybrids and tickets that I will have him at Immortal, and hopefully I can do a Eternal Evolution deep dive video on Ricket tomorrow. So I'm going to save his kit reveal and his gearing until that video. Alright. Oh, I lost my spot. So that is coming tomorrow. Just to summarize his kit, since I've read it a bunch, is he's a single burst DPS character who gets his crit rate from other assassins, because he's going to put swords or soul swords on other assassins, and characters with soul swords he's going to get his crit rate from. And then what is he giving them? He's giving them basically extra attacks. So when that character or that assassin does a basic attack, it's going to do another attack, or the sword that's attached to that character is going to do another attack based on Ricket's attack. So, going to be an interesting character. Hopefully that's enough, paired with the commander that's coming that we'll discuss, to make assassins viable again. And it is kind of funny how the Valentine's Day event came out, and all the free-to-plays, and even me, like, I got 2 copies of Bailey on my 2 free-to-play accounts. You know, here you go. Here's a Bailey, and now we're going to build the assassin team, because Bailey was still tough to get, especially for people building accounts. You needed to pull a lot to build out your account. So it's really, really coincidental that they just were giving Bailey out for free, and now we're going to be building a team that requires Bailey. So anyway, new events. So yes, so he's coming tomorrow. We're going to get a limited banner with Ricket. Is it Ricket? Rickert. Okay, Rickert. All right. And that banner is always a 2-week banner. And alongside that, for this week, so for this upcoming week, we're getting a Bata banner again. I would say you could probably not worry about Bata. You really don't have to. She is... Oh, I gotta be careful here. So, she does really good burst healing, and they are tweaking her kit because no one uses her. Maserani and Serena are far superior. Well, Maserani's far superior. Bata, or Serena, is a little bit better than Bata. So her banner's coming up tomorrow. I would recommend at least getting the Gene Hybrid off of her banner, but in all reality, you could probably skip her. So that's coming. That's 7 days, right? So Rickert is 14. Bata is 7. We're getting another one of these events, and I really don't like them. The Gamuzzo's Bell. I don't like these. These are gambling. On my main account, I don't think I got any of the big prizes. But we're getting another roulette wheel, which is going to be open for 1 week. The main rewards are Rickert. Why don't I just start calling him Wicket? Bada, and then the 5th element prototype, which is good. It's okay, but the problem with mythic prototypes is that you need a bunch of copies of them to make them good, and they're hard to get. So, Gamuzzo's Bell's coming back, yay, for 7 days. And alongside that, we're getting another whale event, the Details Gathering, which is going to be giving Oysa copies as the reward. This is an event where you just got to spend a little bit of money. You got to get military points to unlock the last 2 good rewards. But you're going to be able to get a couple, like at least 1 copy of Oysa if you need Oysa. I do recommend you getting Oysa because she is really, really good at endgame. So that's coming. So the Gamuzzo's Bell and the Details Gathering are just kind of meh. But Astral Order, this one's a good one. Astral Order gives you 15 limited tickets, 15 advanced tickets, gives you a bunch of runes, gives you a bunch of crystals, gives you a whole bunch of good stuff, goodies, and they're giving you a free copy of Bada. So if you don't have a copy, you're gonna get one for free. You just have to make sure you do. You don't even have to do all the events daily. There is a little bit of wiggle room because there are it's 6 times 3, so there's 18, and you can do 3 a day. So you have to complete 6 days worth of events, and the event is open for 11 days. So very, very easy to go get a free copy of Bada that can sit in your inventory and do nothing with because she's sub-garbage. Alright, and now we started getting into the good stuff. Well, for me, this is the good stuff. A new season of Twilight Lands opened, so Rise of Heroes is on its way out, and it looks like this is going to be their normal rotation. It's Rise of Heroes for 2 weeks, and then Twilight Lands for 2 weeks. Last time, I think I got 4th. Yes, I got 4th in Twilight Lands on my server. It was absolutely money. I made it to 15-3, I think. So I did really good in it, and I'm excited to see how much more I can progress this time. Now, what's really, really, really important about Twilight Lands this time is it says that the progress of the challenge on the first day has been optimized. It says now you can skip some easy stages according to your previous progress in the last season, but you need to win at least 1 level. So basically it's just saying you can skip a bunch, but you still have to do a battle manually in order to place yourself on the leaderboard. Now, no idea how they're going to determine. So if I made it to 15, is it going to give me the first 10 stages? The first 5 stages? Is it going to give me the first amount of stages that I went before I lost? Don't know. But I like Twilight Lands either way, so this is just going to speed it up and take a little bit of the pressure off. But there's still going to be that pressure to constantly progress as much as you can, because you have to place in the top 10 in order to get that triple S Hyper Evolution Crystal, which I agree with the other content creators. They should give us more ways to get at least some shards. And maybe they will, because that recommendation and that gripe has been going around everywhere for the last 3 weeks. So, and that's a 14-day event. Twilight Lands is always 14 days. And then everybody's been screaming for it. No one knew where Summit was. Well, here it is. We got Summit Arena. And Summit Arena is also for 14 days. So usually this is a once a month. And I don't know when the last one was. I did not make the final round. I am very, very excited to see how well I do this time. So Summon Arena. It says it's been optimized, mainly related to the registration process, but it seemed pretty intuitive to me. Just hit sign up. And that's going for 14 days. So that is your typical event server rotation. So Twilight Lands, although it's improved. Anakin versus Dooku fight was originally very different. Yes, I don't care. Go away. Why are you bringing up all my notifications? Now you're not supposed to do it while I'm streaming. Anyway, so Twilight is up. Summit is up. New banner is up for an assassin. And bought a banner. And Gamuzo's Bell and Astral Order. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. Yes. Please more. Please, sir. I want some more. And that's not all. That's just the start. So, game content. Content. This is what we like to see. Content. People have been screaming for it. I've been screaming for it. You've been screaming for it. Your girlfriend's been screaming for it. But she's been screaming for other reasons. So, they're updating the game icon. I don't know. You can't see it under my head. Here, let me just turn off this. There you go. So, really, they're rebranding everything to be this icon. It's weird. Even the content creators server has always had that icon, and now they changed the official Discord icon to also be that. And I have them right underneath each other, and it's sometimes hard for me to figure out which one's the one I want to be in. But anyway, so they're upgrading the game icon. So in case you were wondering, added 2 new daily bosses to the Catosian Triangle. So 2 new bosses, the Roulette of Truth and the Crimson Rot, which will drop new equipment sets. Now, I'm not going to go into these equipment sets, but this is going to change up the game dramatically. Because endgame players, or anybody that cares about PvP, is going to care about these sets, and you should too. Because if you didn't remember, Guild vs. Guild is the next piece of huge, like a game mode content that's coming to this game. Usually, from my experience, these game modes have the best rewards because Guild vs. Guild is an ever-evolving thing that they don't have to touch, and it's going to constantly keep up with the meta. It's going to constantly evolve. So, and usually those game modes are attached with really good rewards because you want to be in a good guild to get those rewards. If you're in a good guild, you're going to be pressured to spend to keep up. And then, you know, if you lose a battle, you're going to be pressured to spend a little bit just to increase that net. So the next time you don't fail, it is a money-making machine for these games. And that's why I think these sets are going to be important for everybody, not just the whales, including you, because of Guild vs. Guild coming up. Because AoE damage increase from this set, right? And it's what's cool about these sets is there's a 2-piece bonus and a 4-piece bonus. Never seen that before, but that is very common in some games like WoW, where your tier set had I think a 2, a 4, and a 6-piece bonus. It's been forever since I played WoW, but you know, set 2 set attack increase, and HP increase. For the 4 sets, AoE damage increase. That's gonna be great for someone like Luke, like amazing for someone like Luke. On this one, summon attackers. The summon attack increases, but HP decays over time. Now, I like that one for summoners because if you have Anpu, when they die, they are going to explode. So if they die sooner, cool. They're going to do a little bit more damage. They're going to die, and then I can summon more who are going to do more damage and then die and hurt you more. So I think this one, even though the HP decay over time sounds bad, it is actually really, really good for the current meta summoner team. Keep that in mind. You probably don't want that on someone like Senway. Ooh, I really wonder what's going to happen with Skewer. Because if Hattie dies, we're not good. This one, Realm. Damage caused to summons increases. So that could be maybe good on... I don't know if that'd be good on Assassins. Because you don't want to be killing the summons. Like, again, that screams energy to me. You're just going to kind of wipe the board of the summons. Extraction and HP increase. Now this is also a summoner set. When a summon receives crit damage, heal for a certain percentage of max HP. So it looks like there's 2 summoner sets and then 2 non-summoner sets. So that is going to be found in the Catosian Triangle, and I'm gonna clear this up for you guys shortly, because we're also getting the Crimson Abyss on all servers. This game mode has previously been on the Southeast Asia servers for testing. It's only been up there for a week, and already they're giving it to us, so hopefully they got all the bugs out. This dungeon gives you XP, Rubelite, Soul Potions. All of your stuff you need to level your characters. So we got the Catosian Triangle, which is going to give you the new gear. We got the Crimson Abyss, which is going to give you leveling material, and then we got we still have our other 3 dungeons, which is going to give us all our old stuff, prototypes, commanders, and old gear. So they unlocked the hyper evolution for all heroes, which makes me sad because I did Crete 2 weeks ago. Oh well. They added a new prototype for summoners. It's crazy. It's a ring, so I don't know if it's going to be in the 1 slot, 2 slot, or 3 slot. Normally we have the good one in the 1 slot. It'd be nice if this was like a 2 slot, because normally summoners, well, I guess you can run them with a tank, but if you're running the full summoner team, there's no tank, and this would be nice to slot into that number 2 tank slot. So basically, when a summoner takes damage, it's going to split it with the summons, and then when the summon dies, the summoner gets healed for percentage of max HP. So very, very, very cool. But again, it's the same as Fifth Element. You're going to need a bunch of copies, really. Yeah, one copy doesn't make a prototype. This is the one that most people are talking about. Added a 1-tap sweep clear feature for Wasteland. That's very, very cool. That's going to save me 20 minutes a day, or 30 minutes a day if I'm playing all 3 accounts. And then this one, added a new assassin commander. So this is going to be, you know how we have Hagridon, which is an SSS commander for Vanguards. We have Enlighten, who is an SSS commander for summoners. Now, if this, it doesn't say an SSS commander, but if it is, that's our 3rd meta team, hands down. Gabble, Gabal, however you want to say it. I like Gabal, just sounds more evil. So we'll see. No indication as of the recording of this video of what that commander is going to do, but what it does is going to kind of determine our prototypes. If it applies a shield, then we can use whatever that one was called, something chip. Otherwise, I'm thinking Praying Eyes, or the devil horn mask looking one. I can't remember what it's called. Something Dark Ritual or something like that. So a new commander as well, really cool. So a new assassin commander paired with an assassin SSS makes me think that this is going to be the last team in the trifecta of the PvP arena teams. And then this one added, okay, this is important, added a new benefit, a perk related to buying challenge tickets in the Cantosian Triangle to the military rank system. So typical dungeons, Disa, Sincero, Terradome, Crimson Abyss, which we've seen footage of. You use your stamina potions to do more attempts, right? It looks like you're going to get your 3 free a day in all 4, and then you buy more stamina attempts to do additional attempts. What this looks like is it looks like it's going to be more like Elite Chapter or Elite Campaign. You're going to get a limited amount of attempts per day, and you can buy more. Like I know on my free-to-play account, I can buy 2 more attempts for Elite Campaign a day based on my military rank, but on my pay-to-win account, my main account, I can buy like 8 more attempts. So when it says that you can buy more challenge tickets based on your military rank, that's what that means. You're gonna the more money you spend, the more of the new gear you can buy. Or you can earn. It is kind of buy, and it is also kind of earn. So very, very important that you guys know that ahead of time. And then we got another bunch of bug fixes and stuff. I'm not going to talk about it. They basically did some visualization things. They fixed some issues, and they buffed Bada. So that's all that. Now I'm going to show you the picture, even though you're all going to see it tomorrow. This is what the new UI looks like for the perimeter. So I can't show you with my mouse, but in the very top, very top corner, top left corner, it says Lost Valley. When you click on that, you're going to get the 3 icons for the 3 normal bosses, and then you can pick, right? Sincero, Terra, and Disa. In the middle, my freaking camera, the middle one to the left, the Cantosian Triangle is going to have those 2 new bosses that you have a limited amount of attempts per day in. No idea what they're like. They are getting released to all the servers at the same time, so it's going to be interesting to see. And then the Crimson Abyss, which you can see, which is where, I think that's where Sincero was. That is the new dungeon that you've seen on Gameplay Horizons videos. That's where you're going to get, as you see in the rewards, Rubelite, XP, Soul Potions, which are very, very rare, and tickets. So that's what the UI is going to look like. That's all the new content. And then we're getting Twilight and Summit all at once. Crazy. So I think that is clear as mud, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's that much else to tell you. I am 20 minutes in already, so I'm going to wrap this up. But that is basically the gist of this week upcoming in Eternal Evolution. Can't wait for the new assassin Rickert. I was like trying to remember the name in my head. There's an R on there. Rickert. I will get it right. Rickert. He's coming tomorrow. I might record a video on pulling him, but really no one watches my pull videos. I've made a couple of them and they get really poor response, so I think I'll wait and I'll not bombard you guys with videos. Tomorrow I will do the deep dive on him. I don't care what anyone says. I'm coming out day one and telling you how I'm going to gear him, because I was going to say something witty, but just because, right? Just because I want to. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Now, one thing I do have to say as well is that in the description of every one of my videos, I have a spreadsheet on how to gear every character. Now, obviously, with the introduction of these new gear sets, that's going to change drastically. So bear with me, guys, as I update that, as the community, as my cluster determines what is the best new gear set for whatever character. So things are going to drastically change. This is basically the beginning of Eternal Evolution 2.0. Long may it live. So we'll wrap that one up right there now. If you made it to the end of this video, put Rickert in the comments so that I know you made it to the end. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers, peace, be good to each other. Bye-bye.